What is going on, everybody? My name is Lorenzo and this is Crypto with Lorenzo. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are a new member. In today's video I want to go and show you how to calculate your Wonderland time rewards, how to use the calculator, how to find it. You can find the link in the description, so make sure you stick to the end. We see every details that you need to know on how to calculate your interest, how to calculate your earnings if you are thinking about investing in this project or already have invested and want to see future projection for different prices and so on. So with that being said, please leave a like. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, it's free, and turn on those notifications that I will be posting regularly for all you to get informed into the crypto world. But with that being said, let's go straight onto the laptop, guys. As we can see from now, we are on the Wonderland time website. So what you need to know is a few things very important. The APY, 79,000% at time of recording this video. And then you have the next reward yield, which is 0.61%. This is the rewards that you will get every 8 hours. So I will get and you will get 0.61% rewards of the amount of MIMO that you have stacked. MIMO is one-to-one currency with time. So the amount of time, let's say now I have 0.631, as you can see here, stacked. The next hour, in the next 7.7 hour 19 minutes, so every 8 hours, it just turned at 3 p.m. European time, I will get in 7 hours, so in every 8 hours I will get 0.61% of 0.63 MIMO. But this is now. Later, when I get these rewards, as you can see here, I get 0.00386 MIMO, I will get 0.61% of 0.669291. So as you can see here, sorry, that was a quick math I had to do. The staked amount keeps on growing every time. It keeps on growing and growing and growing. And that is why this is so, powerful, this compounded interest. That is why it's so good to know that you will make more money every time you stack and every time one of these 8 hours comes to you. So these are the two factor indicators that you need to know. The ROI is the 5-day rate, so in 5 days you will make 9.58%. Now let's go and talk numbers, and you can find this spreadsheet down in the description. I will leave it for you to also go and test it out, but this is the spreadsheet. So let's say you want to invest one time. Is quite expensive. It takes $8,700. I don't even have that, and I didn't want to go and invest this much money. I wish I could, but at the beginning I was a little bit like, let me try it out first with a little bit less money. So there's 0.63 MIMO that you see, they're from compounded interest. I did not stack anywhere close to that. I just been patient and my amount has been growing up. So let's say you want to invest 10%, you only want to invest $875. So here you can write 0.1, for example, okay? And then we have 0.1 times. So the current price, let's stick with the numbers that we have now. Let's say that the APY goes a little bit down and it goes down to 77,000% instead of 79,000 as it is now. And the price of MIMO is this. So let's say from here to 1 year, from here to 1 month, we have this same price of MIMO, right? The reward here, as we saw before, 0.61 is what you get every 8 hours. So in 24 hours, in 1 day, you will be able to make 1.83% of what you invested. So if in 1 day you decide to invest, let's say 0.1, this is 875, you get the 1% of 875 in 1 day, which 1% more or less is $8 of 875, because 10% is 87.50. So 1.8% in 1 day, you will make 8.7, more or less you will make $15 a day if you only go and invest 875. So you start to see the proportions here, and the more you invest. So the amount is vested, as we say, is 875. Here is, let's say the price, you can put on different price, and we're gonna go and see. Let's say the price stays flat for 1 year, okay? Well, 1 year of staying flat. In 30 days, you will have earned on $875, you would have earned $1,513 with a 73% return. From 0.1 you will have earned 0.2 MIMO, which is something crazy. In 90 days you would have earned 0.5, so half a MIMO, half a time, because they're one-to-one. So you would earn in 3 months of just doing nothing, investing 875, you would have earned $4,000, $4,500 for a 460% APY return, which is massive. on half a year, so 180 days, you would have 2.7 Mimo. This is with the compounded interest. You would earn in 180 days, you would have earned a yearly salary, 23,000 part-time, part-time job, $23,000 for completely doing nothing with a 2,000% return. On a 365 days, you would earn 77.6 Mimo for a grand total of $700,000 approximately. So this is only if you invest 10% of a Mimo in 1 year time. If you're patient, this is the thing is you need to be patient. So you need to be one of those that whether the price goes up, whether the price goes down, you're not bothered. You just want to stake a little bit of money into this project and see how it goes. Let's say you want to invest simply, let's go even lower. Let's go 0.01. So you only want to invest less than $100. So you have 87 remaining, $87 invested, okay? Well, in 30 days from that $87 you would make $151. In 90 days you will make $451. In 180 days you would make $2,331 from that investment. And in 1 year you would have made a yearly income around $70,000 just from investing $87. It's incredible, it's mad. Of course, this number will change. And let's go and play around a little bit. Let's take, how much do we put? Let's put a realistic price for everybody. You could be rich, you could also not have much money. So let's go and play around at first with, as we said, close to less than $100 on investment. Let's go optimistic and let's say the price goes up 30% in a year. You make, as you can see here, $88,000 from $100 investment. But of course, let's look at the downside. Let's say this cannot stand itself and this APY cannot hold itself up, and we have a price change of 70%. This, the APY stays the same, but the price of Mimo drops 70%. What happens here? Well, in a 30 days you will be on a 50% loss. So not on a 50% loss, but from the $87 you invested, you will come out with $45. In 3 months, you will have around, $135. On the long term, on the 1 year, you will still have $20,000 from an $87 investment, which is completely massive if you ask me. So the amount of days also that you do 10x, 100x on your Mimo, whatever. Let's say also the price, suddenly the price drops. Let's say the price changes percentage, okay. And let's say that the yearly APY, this one drops to 10,000% on a yearly APY instead of 70,000%, okay? Fine. 10,000% on $100 with the price change going down 70%. So we're looking at the price going more or less to $1,000 for this coin, and the yearly APY crashing down to 10,000 instead of 70,000. What would happen then if you decided in 1 year from now, so potentially the end of this bull run and then into the bear market, in 1 year time, so December, let's say December 2022, well, in December 2022, by investing $100, you would come out with $2,600. This is way more than expected, way more than anything else. And as you can see here, let's also go and crush this. Let's go 0.20% every 8 hours. So in 1 day, you would make 60% of what you invested. At this point, yes, you are on a loss. You're not on a loss on the 1 year. You're still on 167% profit, but of course way less. But you are still on a profit, and this is what is important. I'm talking about a massive, let's say, 70% crash with the APY and 70% crash with the price change. Now let's go and look a little bit if we decide to invest 0.5, okay? 0.5 Mimo, we invest 4,000 today, and then it goes crashing down, okay? At the end of the year, we're, oh my god. At the end of the year, with a 10,000% APY and a price change of minus 70%, in 1 month, in 1 month, yes, we make 1,572. In 3 months, 2,253. In 1 year, from a 4,000 investment, we make $11,000. This is year one. Let's say the price of this stays, let's say it goes down. You know, next year when we decide to invest, the price is $7,000. Okay, at this point we have $11,000 to invest because of the investment we made before. So $11,000 invested. Well, at this point, the amount that we have invested in is, so here we should have 1.4 more or less, 1.4 time if I'm not mistaken, 1.4 time, yes. And the amount invested, as we said, is $11,000. We go at looking at this number, you know, we still have 12,000. This is if the APY and the current price of Mimo drops 70%. So you would still make $26,000 on year number two. And then you see, you know, how long it takes if the price stays the same. But let's say, you know, let's be optimistic to better say, and we stick to the 70,000% APY for 1 year from now on with the same number. So let's even put here 0.20. Okay, so the every 8 hours interest, you know, goes down. The price changes in nothing, as we can see here. Well, in 1 year, with just simply the rebase going down, so this 0.61%, the next reward yield going down to 0.20, so dropping down to, like, I would say 60%, we would still be making, if we decided to invest at 0.5, so let's go back to half a time, okay, half a time, we will still be making a lot of money. If everything stays the same, if the amount is vested is 4,000, half of 8,500 is 4,250. If we decide to invest this much in 1 year, this is with the APY, we get 40 grand. If the APY stays the same, for some godly knows when, if the yearly reward rate stays the same, in 1 year, I will be potentially making $3 million. Me, you, whoever has 0.5%, whether you're an old investor and you made a ton of money. Let's look at the rich people. Like, let's say the rich people decide to go like, oh, okay, true. Okay, in 1 year you have, you know, you get a 16 grand investment today. In 1 year you have $12 million. So you can play with this yourself. I will put the link down below for you to download it. So go and play a little bit around and see your calculation and everything. But if this video helped you, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what are your thoughts on this crypto and on this project. But for that being said, thank you very much, guys, and I see you all in tomorrow's video. Ciao, ciao.